Darvin Ham apparently is strongly considering Anthony Davis at the 5. Guys, I won't tell you to suck it, Father Sean.
What else are we going to do?
Lakers have 2 more preseason games to go. That was a heck of a story, Geek. Way to start it up. Ramped up minutes for the big 3. We imagine that it'll be more like the regular season-ish. But yeah, the conversation and the talk. You were at practice yesterday, Geek.
Yeah, I just feel like practice. It must be fun in that coach's room where you're sitting there and you're like, so, you guys got the whiteboard up there. Everyone's kind of sitting around your coach's meeting. It's like, so listen, here's the deal. We have a Hall of Fame center. We have one of the best players in the league. He plays center. Should we start him there? I don't think so. No, it's an easy decision. He's starting at the 5. Who else is going to start at the 5?
Yeah, I really thought Damian Jones would be that shot blocker rebounder.
I think in Frank's system.
Oh, yeah, could be.
Right? I think Frank's system, JaVale type guys, right? I think in this system, it just makes more sense with.
Yeah, and Damian Jones hasn't fired up quite yet. I need to see him get some more, kind of what he was doing at the end of last season with Sacramento. We haven't seen that yet with the Lakers. He's only been here a few weeks. Could happen. Yeah, but it makes sense.
I think there'll be some matchups where a Thomas Bryant or Damian Jones.
Minnesota.
If you're playing 2 7-footer,
And we're talking starting.
Yeah.
Not playing throughout the course of a game.
Yeah, right. And that's an important distinction.
Oh, we think
I just was saying
Davis
starting.
Starting. Okay, cool, yeah.
Yeah, but you're right. Back in those years where they were, 2020, you had Marc Gasol starting, you had JaVale starting, you had Dwight coming in. They always had that kind of attack. And then AD would go to that small ball 5. They still might do that. I just think when you look at their personnel, we have a lot of guards. Right? So I feel like you're going to go 3 there. Maybe a Juan Toscano-Anderson can go to the small ball 4, Wenyen Gabriel on occasion. Right?
Before we continue to kind of ponder on this, I liked your approach of, I imagine what it's like sitting in a room as a coaching staff with a whiteboard. Let's get Darvin Ham's thoughts about AD potentially playing center in the starting lineup.
AD starting at the 5 is definitely on the table. It's something that's under heavy consideration. Again, we want to put our best 5 out there to start the game and be able to have a really solid rotation. So once we get to the end of the game, should that game be close, we can have a variety of things in our back pocket to throw at the opposing team. But AD starting at the 5, I think that's definitely plausible.
Darvin's mindset certainly in the right direction. Yeah. I'm a woman. I love options. He wants to know that he has plenty of options in his back pocket. And
love options.
Anthony
Gotta
Davis.
have options in life.
RPO, run pass option.
I think one of the biggest narratives, though, surrounding that is, does AD want to have to bang and be up against bigs in the 5s all season long?
Well, yeah, I think Geet nailed it.
Great point, Allie. That's what usually was the question, right, Brez?
Yeah, Geet nailed it. I mean, if they're going up against Twin Towers, like a Minnesota situation, then no, I think maybe they bring in Damian Jones or Thomas Bryant for that particular game. He can take on Gobert, and AD can go with Karl Anthony Towns, who has become more of a perimeter player as he's added years to his NBA ledger. So it could be a case-by-case thing. But, yeah, I don't think AD starts every single game at the 5, but I'm not Darvin Ham.
The biggest question to me, Mamba Mike, where is he? Mamba Mike and I were just talking about this before the podcast started. There's a lot of guards. Mm-hmm. Like, you can't.
Many.
I know he wants to have a big rotation, but someone's going to be left out. Mm-hmm. Right? I mean, but I cannot tell you who. None of them make sense to be left out.
Yeah.
Like, it's not Russ. It's not Pat Bev. It's not Austin Reeves. Not Kendrick Nunn.
Dennis.
Not Lonnie Walker.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot right there.
Dennis.
I don't know.
Yeah, Dennis is late to the party.
He's late to the party?
Yeah.
But it's definitely not Dennis Schroeder. He's not being left out.
Dennis Schroeder's here for a reason.
Yeah.
Right? And obviously the relationship with Darvin, the trust, it just seems like a very, very crowded area.
It's definitely imbalanced, this roster. Tons of guards, not enough small forwards.
By the way, I like all the guys I just named.
Yeah, yeah, they all look good, too.
Like, I don't want any of them to sit out. You know what I'm saying?
Except Dennis. We haven't seen him yet. Yeah.
Who?
We haven't seen Dennis yet.
No, but we know Dennis.